Hello. Even though while watching this series of videos, you will encounter certain names, events, or time periods that may, because of the passage of time, no longer seem to be current or relevant, I would nevertheless encourage you to continue viewing the videos with an open mind and heart. I urge this because although much of the information in these videos was written in and around the time frame from the year 2000 to the year 2012, the fundamental concepts, principles, and ideas that are the heart and soul of the videos are both ageless and timeless and will continue to have much to offer for a great many years to come. Despite the fact that some of the persons, events, or situations may no longer be pertinent in your current day and time. You may therefore need to mentally set aside the information that you feel is no longer relevant in order to enable you to focus on, learn from, and benefit from the other more timeless concepts and ideas that seem to strike a resonant chord within you. At this time, I would like to point out also that as you watch the videos in this series, you're likely to find that they deal more prominently with and seem to focus more upon the people and situations and events of the United States of America. Please be advised, however, that this has simply been done because the speaker was born and has lived his life in the United States. You need to be aware, though, that the fundamental principles, ideas, and concepts discussed in the videos are often equally applicable in almost every instance to all the peoples of this world. Please watch these videos at your convenience and leisure. I hope that you will continue to return to view them again and again, because there is a great deal more to be considered here than that which first meets the eye, and it may not be easy to grasp the full importance or the pertinence of it all during any particular single viewing. As you watch the full series of videos, however, you're more likely to find the information in the individual videos coming together to provide a more complete vision of the important message that this video series has been created to convey to you. In one such instance that is time relative, regarding the currently upcoming 2012 national election in the United States, I would also like to call your attention to the fact that there is a group of politically conservative people who have created a so-called super PAC that calls itself American Crossroads. This so-called super PAC has been created for and is dedicated to the principle of supporting and electing those individual politicians who will follow a plan to carry forward after the 2012 election the radical conservative ideas and principles that have now become solidly ingrained into the ideology of the Republican Party. Many millions of dollars are being contributed and spent to help accomplish that goal. I would like to remind you and all of those who have contributed or who are considering making a contribution to these extremely radical conservative causes that in American folklore, the crossroads is where one goes to make a deal with the devil in order to gain something that they consider to be important, only to find later, when it's too late, that they have truly lost their everlasting soul, and in this case that they may have risked the loss of the very soul of this great nation which they claim to love. The names of these so-called super PACs and the situations that I have described here do not happen by accident. A higher power is allowing a so-called super PAC the use of a name that includes the word crossroads relative to a political organization at this period of time in order to make every reasonable effort to warn the people of this nation and the world about the dangers of such deals and to give them every opportunity to go in a different direction. But unfortunately, I'm sad to say that they continue to ignore all warnings and keep going full steam ahead without knowledge or concern for the consequences. What a tragedy for them and for this great nation. The love of money as personified by the current capitalist system truly is the root of all evil. Too many of the people also seem to have forgotten this fact, and that is that as we sow, so shall we reap. I urge you again to watch all of these videos and to especially watch the video titled Stop Divisive Politics, Economic Epistle. This world was not created, nor was humankind put here to live by the so-called law of the jungle, with every person for themselves and survival only of the fittest, and let the devil take the hindmost. It was never intended to be thus. The early church, as described in the New Testament of the Judeo-Christian Bible, shows us unquestionably that we are intended to be our brother's keeper, and that we were meant to come together and to share for the good of all humankind the bountiful blessings that God has put here and made available to provide for all of the needs of all of humankind. I truly hope that you will give careful consideration to what has been pointed out here to you here, and that you will open your mind and heart to the information here and in the other videos in this series that is titled Stop Divisive Politics. And there are, of course, parts 1 and so on. I want to thank you very much for taking the time to watch. Thank you.